Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Jordan Davis, how he's just on a strong start and he wants to be a key guy on the defensive side of the ball. Also, we got to talk about Tyler Steen, how he's just having a great 2 games, a great season so far. And lastly, we're going to talk about A.J. Brown, and he spoke about how beating the zone, how the team needs to beat the zone, and if not, team's going to keep doing it. He had a lot to say, but let's get straight into it. All right, man, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, we got to talk about the injury report. So these are the guys that were injured. So you got Byron Young, some I never seen before, had a forehead laceration injury, meaning he had a cut on his forehead, so he didn't practice. Never seen that. Cool. Then you got Dallas Goedert, knee, he was limited. Tanner McKee, right thumb was limited. Will Shipley, ribs, limited. And then you have Jalen Carter dealing with the shoulder, and he was a full participant. So these are good signs. Dallas Goedert, I'm still 50-50 on, if I'm being honest with you guys, if he's going to play, if he's not going to play. But Dallas Goedert is an X factor. I really want him to play. But there was a name that's been mentioned with injuries, but he wasn't on the injury report, and that is Landon Dickerson. So Landon Dickerson has some things to say about his back and his knee, how he's fine. I'm going to play this clip.
Something more significant than it ended up being?
I mean, not really. It's what they make doctors for. You know?
How are you feeling physically now?
I mean, I'm good. Football. So.
Do you think the back had anything to do with the knee and overcompensating or anything like that?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I will say this. If Landon Dickerson is injured, I don't mind sitting him. I really, really don't, because it's week 3. We need him for the long haul. And there were plays out there I seen as far as with Landon Dickerson. I'm like, he just not the same. You could tell something is bothering him. He would never admit it on, in the media or whatever, because teams going, attack that injury or whatever. But Landon, you could tell. If you really watch the Eagles, you can tell something is slightly off. So hopefully Landon get better. If you need to sit a game, please. But we know Landon, he's tough as nails. I called him injury prone. Y'all went crazy on me. But he always hurt. But he always play. Simple as that. But before we get into the main topics, let's hear a word from our sponsor. I gotta give a huge shout out to my friends at Brunt Workwear. These are some amazing boots. Let me show y'all, man. See, came in the package. Like it. FedEx, look, hating. Rip my box, but let's pull out these boots I got, man. Here we go. Ooh, these hard. These nice, man. See here, even still got the tissue on them. Still got the tissue. I'll take those out. These are the all black old men. All black old men soft toe. Look, my kids leaving stuff around. Don't mind that, but look, man. Slide right in. Boom. Put this one on. Take out that tissue. Promise y'all I ain't gonna just let it on my floor. My wife will hurt me, man. Put those on. Boom. Hard. Brunt was tired of the workwear brands out there cutting corners. You work too hard to be stuck in the uncomfortable boot that don't hold up. So they build for something better. Boots that are instantly comfortable and built for any job site. And for a limited time, get $10 off at Brunt when you use promo code EagleOut at checkout. Just head to bruntworkwear.com. use the promo code Eagle Owl, and you good to go. And after that, your order, they'll ask you, where did you hear about Brunt? Just mention my show. And thank you, Brunt. I love these shoes, man. I love them. They are very comfortable. Again, man, for a limited time only, get on brunt.com. The link will be pinned to the top comments. You could click on that link, put in promo code Eagle Owl, man. These boots are wonderful. I work a white collar job, but again, there was a time I worked a blue collar job, and I know comfortable boots to work in, and these are the ones, man. My construction guys, my Amazon guys, Philly, we strong. And again, shout out to Brunt, man. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. Finally, Eagle Owl, you there. All right, so let's talk about AJ Brown. AJ Brown had a lot to say as far as with the offense, the zones, and how, if we can't beat it, teams are going to keep doing it. To me, he was very honest. But let me go ahead and play this clip.
Do you think you're going to keep seeing zone after zone, zone, based upon how good you guys have been historically against man?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell the future. But probably so. Yeah. Till we do better with it. Absolutely. I think just being on the same page, being where we need to be. Jalen doing what he needs to do, and throwing the catch. It's very simple.
What is the same page? Like when you say that, is that just communication?
That's a lot of things, being there at the right time, the ball being there at the right time. So it's just, being in sync. So that's when I say like communication and so.
Jalen used that word a lot yesterday, synchronicity. Yeah. A big word this week, I guess.
Do you think that there's any validity to, I guess, the belief that you missed some time during training camp, Devontae, some players? No.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Landon.
I like it. I like that he was honest. I mean, he keeping it real. If we can't beat these zones, teams are going to keep doing it. Kevin Patullo has to find a way to beat these zones. You've seen these two shell highs, everybody keeping everything in front. They basically running what Vic Fangio running practice. Why the fuck can't you beat it? You got to beat these zones because they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep bringing them silly blitzes. And then after that, we're going to run up the middle, inside zones. Saquon, it's not like Saquon's just having a historic season right now. Saquon's getting under 100 yards. We don't have a pass game. And it's like, okay, we can excuse last year because it's like, okay, we get it. Jalen Hurts not going to have the best stats because Saquon's going off. But if Saquon not going off and the offense, just in general, the passing game not going off, something's going wrong with the offensive play calling. Got to fix it, man. I believe we will. It will eventually happen. I hope it does anyway. It's just that it's frustrating because we know what this offense can do. We really, really do. And it sucks that we have an offensive coordinator who's not bringing it out of them yet, because the advantage we had on offense is like, wow, everybody's basically coming back except like Mekhi Becton. But Tyler Steen been here for years. He know how things work. So we got to fix this shit like immediately, because I seen the Brian Johnson. I'm not trying to compare, but I seen, as far as the offensive play calling, it got to a point where the 49ers like, yeah, we figured them out. And every team just kept doing it. And that's how we got on that losing streak. And then the collapse, it just eventually fell because we did not adjust. Now, it's very early in the season. You got time to adjust. You got time to plan. To me, the backup plan is if Kevin Patullo's not ready, he can't adjust, you have to bring an advisor in. You have to. Frank Wright, Doug Peterson. You got to bring in somebody that can advise him and help him. And I'm not saying fire him because Nick Sirianni don't really call plays. Kevin Patullo, this is his first time. We got a lot of inexperience just calling plays. At this point, and if it get to a point where the offense is just not moving, you have to bring in an advisor. Just how we had one for Jonathan Gannon with Vic Fangio. There's nothing wrong with bringing in an advisor for help. Jonathan Gannon still got a head coaching job. So I'm just saying, man, I'm not saying fire the guy because you don't want to start from scratch like that. You fire somebody basically saying the season is over, but I would not mind an advisor coming in to help. Simple as that. All right, so let's talk about Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis, I like the things that he's been saying. I like the things he's been putting out on the field. So this is just his production through 2 weeks. So Jordan Davis through 2 games. Shout out to Brendan Dean. 11 tackles, second in the NFL amongst defensive tackles, 14 run stop wins, second amongst defensive tackles, 3 pass deflections, first among defensive tackles, 3 QB hurries, 70% play the snaps. And, you know, he has some sacks in his hand. He's going to get the sacks. It's going to happen. One was taken away from him because of a flag against the Kansas City Chiefs. And the other 2 against Dallas, he just whiffed on. Jordan Davis whiffed on the sack, which is absolutely insane. So that lets me know it's going to happen. Jordan Davis, he's in shape. He's looking good. And he even said this that wowed me. And I'm starting to like the things that he's saying, too, because he's backing it up on the field.
Night and day, and I feel more comfortable just being out there. You know, I'm able to run around, get out there. You know, I cramped up chasing after Pat, but, you know, that's a cramp. I'd rather be, you know, cramping up than be overweight and, you know, a little sluggish. So, you know, it's just a little necessary lifestyle changes to get me to this point. And I think just these 2 games just give me even more motivation to keep going and to keep being consistent, because it's not all built in one day. This was a process that started from the middle of last season, the beginning of last season, really. So, you know, Romans are building a day, and I'm just glad that everything's coming to fruition. And this is what I work for, so I just want to make sure I'm out there. So
I'm like it. I like everything Jordan Davis is doing right now. He just got to keep up the good work, man. Keep doing you. Keep balling. Keep balling, man. Because that payday gonna come soon, like that big payday. So Jordan Davis, keep it up. You're a heck of a talent. My only problem with Jordan Davis at the time is like, get in fucking shape, bro. Like get in shape. And he lost 25 pounds and he looked really good. He looked really, really good. So shout out to Jordan Davis. And before we get into the last topic, we got to shout out the show sponsor, ProphetX. ProphetX is a new peer-to-peer sports exchange where you can play against other fans and not the house. That means better lines and even a chance to set your own odds. Just download the app, put in promo code Eagle Owl, and you could get up to 1.5% ProphetX cash back for your first 30 days up to $200. As you see here, recording this on a Thursday night. This Buffalo and Dolphins game is pretty good. It looked like a little shootout, but right now it's 3 markets right now because the game is currently on. But if you go down or go up and you look at the games that are not live, like the Sunday games, multiple markets here, 121 markets. And that's what makes this thing so different. It's so many markets. You can go against your peers. Very fun app to use, man. And again, if you're interested, just use promo code Eagle Owl, download the app. Now let's get back into the video. Right, so let's get into this last topic. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about Tyler Steen. I know a lot of you guys think I just don't like Tyler Steen. I really like Tyler Steen, and I'm actually becoming a fan of him, at least in the past pro. I will say that. So shout out my guy. I believe his name is Philly 100. I'm sorry, man. I'm forgetting your Twitter tag. And if I use your reference again, I'm going to remember it. And I'm sorry. I like to give people credit. I'm really forgetting. But he put up clips, break it down, give a little description on Twitter. And he got this clip of Tyler Steen and Pass Pro, and he looked really good. I think he needs to work on the running game just a little bit. But the Pass Pro, he got it. I can't lie. Like, he's really, really good in protecting the passer. But as far as, like, the run, I don't know. I think he needed a little work. And I tried to look up the numbers, see what, like, PFF and stuff is saying. And what PFF have is he is better at pass blocking than run blocking. So run blocking, they got him, like, a little above average. But pass blocking, he's up there with the top guys. haven't had any penalties. He allowed only 1 sack, which is tied second amongst players similar in his role, which is guard. So he played 122 snaps and only allowed 1 sack and no penalties. That's really, really good. And then his PFF grade as far as pass blocking is a 74.9 and his run blocking is a 64.5. So once he get the run blocking down, he will be perfect. But so far, man, he wowed me. You know, earlier in training camp where there's no pads, he was getting abused. Then when they put the pads on, he was ready. And there was really never no competition. There was never a practice where like, oh, we swapping Tyler Steen out now. Never happened. Shout out to Tyler Steen taking full advantage of his opportunity. And that's how you get the big bucks. That's how you get paid. So, yeah, shout out to Tyler Steen. And, hey, man, what do you think of how do you feel? Look, man, again, Tyler Steen, keep it up. Jordan Davis, keep balling. A.J. Brown, I feel your frustration. Kevin Patullo, fix this shit, man. Gotta fix it. And the injury report, Landon Dickerson spoke, you know, how we feel about that. Will we see Dallas Goedert, hopefully? But this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.